Good morning, friends. Brian King here. I found this pretty awesome quote by Theodore Roosevelt this morning. I want to read it to you. He said, "Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. I have never in my life envied a human being who led an easy life. I have envied a great many people who have difficult lives and led them well." Think about that for a second. It really speaks to something in terms of the mentality in society today, especially amongst our youth and many adults, unfortunately. And that is the idea that everything needs to be easy or easier. And the idea of work is becoming incredibly dreaded or taboo or icky. You suggest the idea of work to a teen or a child these days, and yeah, it's pretty typical for a lot of teens to just want to be lazy and lay around. But I think when I look at how I grew up and how kids tend to be now, the idea of work is almost an obscenity. Can't I get an app for that? Or isn't there a video to make it easier? Or why do I have to do that? Why can't I just play my games? And there's so much that's been lost in terms of the value of work. I just talked to my dad yesterday, who celebrated his 78th birthday. And for my entire life, I don't remember a day where he just laid around. He always wanted to be doing something. He was a master carpenter in a very creative sense, making these incredible designs from wood. Or he was building a porch on a deck on the back of the house because he wanted something to do that day. You know what I mean? And even at 78, he's just looking for something to do. Retirement, he thought he would just enjoy lounging to a degree or taking it easy. And he found out, that doesn't work. I need something to do. And I inherited that to a degree, not the physical work ethic, but the internal work ethic, doing the inner work. And that's something people really like to avoid doing. And I think that's safe to say for the human being as a general principle, that reluctance to go inside and do the work to deal with grief, deal with worry, the sources of that anxiety, the emotional triggers that end up making us hesitant to engage life because we're afraid of those things being triggered. So we avoid a lot of things. Instead of dealing with the triggers, rooting them out, finding strength from them so that we can engage life much more fearlessly. Take more healthy risks to grow, take on new challenges. And I admit, I got some of these gremlins that I still need to unearth. But I'm willing to do the work to do it. And that's something I want to encourage you to look at. Is this something that you resist? Do you do yourself the disservice of looking inward, engaging in some meditation, some good old-fashioned reflection, journaling, getting yourself someone to counsel you or coach you to help you safely go there and look at the things that you've been holding on for far too long that are holding you back from the things you want to do? And it may be in part because you have decided that, society's right. Things should be easy. It shouldn't be that hard. I shouldn't have to do the work. But I ask you, when have you accomplished anything in life that you are proud of that was also easy? You'd probably be hard-pressed to find something. The things you're probably most proud of are the things you busted your butt to accomplish. I tell you, getting my master's degree in social work was not a cakewalk. It was work. It was hard work. When I did it, I was so proud, and I'm still proud. When I go into a deep meditation and I have an aha moment, a realization, a shift that helps me discover a new part of myself, a new strength I didn't know was there, I'm proud to bring it into the world. When I have a very humbling moment in life that often requires me to eat some crow, at first might be a little embarrassing, but when I look at it and say, man, I'm so glad I know this. I'm glad I learned it before I made an even bigger mistake with it. So what do I do with it now that I know it? How do I turn it into a strength? And it's important to have supportive people around you that allow you to go there and discover these things, instead of people that say, man, you're just being a wuss, or you're making too much of it, or, buck up, be stronger, don't be vulnerable. Those people don't serve your growth. Those people serve your fear. And it's important to either get rid of them or reduce their influence in your life. Find people that will hold you up and allow you the space to do that internal work, because that's where the growth happens. I don't care how big your muscles get or how much time you spend at the gym. If your character is not improved, that's really going to hamper your ability to experience life fully, and it's definitely going to hold back your capacity to give your greatest contribution to life. So those are just some things to think about on this morning. It's Saturday. I don't want you to think too much. If there's somebody that you think can benefit from this message, please share it. And if there's some way that I can help you do some of this internal work and exploration, remember, this is what I do. I'm here to help you. Just shoot me off a message and we'll discuss how to make it happen. Until next time, this has been Brian. And remember, life is good.